Hey gang, so here we are, day 3 of Wisconsin's Safer in Place order. And I just wanted to say hi, see how everybody was doing. I'm making tuna casserole. And one of the things that everybody makes tuna casserole differently. I put sweet peppers in ours because we don't put onions in them, and I didn't have any celery today. I'm also going to be putting peas in mine, and I was able to find, frozen peas are pretty easy to find at the grocery store these days. I'm going to be putting breadcrumbs on the top, cheddar cheese, of course 2 cans of tuna. I always make like a double batch, and I got a great big can of cream and mushroom soup. And when my mom made tuna casserole when we were kids, and I loved that. That was my favorite dish. And she would put potato chips on top of it. I don't want to do that anymore because I don't know if I just don't want I don't want to copy what my mom did. I want to enjoy tuna casserole. Nobody can make it like mom, and so I don't know if I want to try. So what are you guys doing? Are you staying safe? Everybody staying safe? I know it gets boring after a while, especially if you got kids. I don't have kids. Our kids are, well, I have kids, but they're not in the house anymore. I had to leave the house yesterday. Killed me. I had to leave the house yesterday to help one daughter who is in the process of cleaning up her house so she can get it sold. And then I had to take to the other daughter on the other part of the state a veil for her wedding dress because she's getting married in September and she needed to work on that veil, and her mother does not want to get with her. Our daughter is one of the high risk categories for succumbing to this virus, and of course her parents, her mother and I, are up there in years too. So nobody wants to spend a lot of time too close to each other right now. It's funny. A couple years ago, when I was going through early transition and trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do with myself and getting on hormones and being a hot mess, basically emotionally, my wife and I were living in opposite sides of the house, and I was pretty sure we were going to be divorced and I was going to be on my own. And we didn't spend a lot of time together. And whatever time we did spend together was a fight. Today we're getting along great, and she is a nurse, a healthcare worker, comes home and won't get within 6 feet of me because she loves me that much. And it's so funny. I told her last night I want to put that in the video because we used to stay away from each other because we didn't like each other, and now we stay away from each other because we do. And that's what you got to do. And then this will be over. And everything's going to be okay. Now my noodles are cooking over here. And I gotta spread my sweet peppers around that are sauteing in the butter. And we will be putting all of this. Now I know you guys have all done tuna casserole. Everybody does tuna casserole. It's a comfort food, right? You've done tuna casserole. So I don't really think I need to tell you how to work it, right? But just in case you haven't done tuna casserole, you got to take your cream of mushroom soup and your tuna. And put them in a bowl. I don't want a blue bowl. I want a pink bowl. I'm going to put them in a bowl. Somehow. Get them in there. Get my spoon. Get all that out of there. It's going to be a long video. It takes like an hour to bake this stuff. But my egg noodles are going to be ready here in a minute, and we will be able to mix all this up. And then I will leave you guys. What are we at? 5 minutes? Hey, if anyone cares to, would you please put something in the comments about what you guys do to occupy your time while you're hanging out around the house. Last night we played a game with my wife's family, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure somebody out there knows what it is, right? You go online, and you can all get together, you know, over the internet and play a game. It's usually like you know, a puzzle game or questionnaire, things like that. And you're all, you know, and then it's a competition, so more or less, but it's hard to really be competitive because nobody really has, you know, an advantage. But it was fun, and I can't remember the website I had to go to lock it up on my phone. But my wife pulls it up on her computer screen on her PC. I'm sure you could do it on a laptop, or on your phone. And then everybody gets on their smartphones and goes to this website, and it puts in a code, and now you're all playing the game on your phone. And the games some of the games you could have up to 6 people. So it was really cool. And we had fun for a couple hours. Got to see the family. And then everybody went to bed. There's a lot of stuff with technology. Oh my God, could you imagine how much worse off we would be without the internet right now? I mean, as bad as it seems for everyone, imagine the Black Plague in the Dark Ages. Okay, when nobody could even go on a World Wide Web and say, hey, this is a virus. It's passed human to human. You need to stay at least 6 feet apart. We need to knock this thing down. We can slow this thing. We can, you know, we don't have the resources. It spreads very quickly. It's very easy to catch it from someone else. Stay away from each other. You know, I mean, back then it was just, I can't even imagine what it would have been like back then, not understanding anything about what was going on. It's amazing that anyone survived at all. But we're going to get through this. And I'm going to mix up my cream and mushroom soup and my peas and my tuna. And my sweet peppers. Because we can't do onions or celery. Because my wife and I have acid reflux. So we have to keep all that, can't do onions. I found that out. That's why I'm losing my voice, by the way. Some people thought it was because of the HRT. No, it's because acid reflux has destroyed my vocal cords. So we're trying to stop the acid reflux, and maybe my vocal cords will heal. That would be nice. Because I don't like this. I don't know. Is it sexy? Is it sultry? I don't think so. Kind of hurts a little bit to talk. Oh, I forgot my cheddar cheese. I got to get cheddar cheese. Got to go over here to the refrigerator. Turn over here and go to the refrigerator. Get my cheddar cheese. Oops, my butter fell out. something in the comments. Where's my cheddar cheese? Put something in the comments and let me know what you guys are doing to occupy your time in these challenging times. And I will get back to you with some other arts and crafty stuff that I'm doing around the house in preparation for my daughter's wedding, which hopefully will go on as planned. It's not supposed to happen until September. So hopefully we'll have a handle on this thing by then, eh? We all have sacrifices to make. Some of us a lot greater than others. My wife is a healthcare worker. She goes into work. She's unbelievable. Unbelievable. She goes to work every day, works 50 hours a week. She sends people for tests sometimes for this thing. And so far, they've all come back negative, but they have been very sick with the flu. But they've all come back negative. And she is, basically showing up for work every day and waiting for that moment when she starts to feel sick and has to go and get tested. In her spare time last weekend, because a local grocery store had requested homemade masks, because anything was better than nothing for their workers at the grocery store. She saw it on Facebook and she made masks. She spent all day. She researched the best way to make them and the best materials. And she's also a seamstress. And she made masks for these people and then gave them to me and told me to get them down there to the store and give them to the people. She's a real badass. And, if we could find any humor in any of this, they didn't have my egg noodles at the store because apparently certain type of egg noodles are quite popular for hoarders or for people in a crisis. It's interesting. There was garlic, but the first day when people made this run on the stores, there was no butter. They took all the butter. And it's a perishable item. But they took it all. And it's kind of scary that they took it all. But we got into the frozen aisle. My wife and I, we went to the frozen aisle. And we weren't racing around panicking. We were just getting our weekly groceries. We didn't really buy. I think I might have bought 2 more bags of frozen vegetables because nobody wanted frozen vegetables. Frozen vegetables weren't popular, and Texas toast. I remarked Texas toast must be the most overlooked hoarding item because nobody wants any Texas toast, but they do want butter and they wanted all the bread, but they didn't want to add garlic to it and make Texas toast. But they could have got it all in a box right there. So I grabbed a box of Texas toast and it was good. I liked it. At the grocery store the other day, I noticed that very, very little pasta. And the egg, I had to buy these silly little egg noodles. This is not an egg noodle for tuna casserole. It's too small. It's too small. Anyway, it's not bad, but it's too small. And cheese soup. They had tons of cheese soup. So if you're into cheese soup, don't worry. Your store should be full of it. Hey guys, hang in there, huh? Love and peace to all. All right? We're going to get through this. Send me some comments. What do you guys like to do? Or what do you want me to talk about?